New York Mayor Eric Adams warns residents of Big Apple to stop sleeping on the streets, because Holy City is dealing with a crisis of an out-of-control crisis. Adams, who cut budgets in more than one department due spiral costs of immigrant crisis, said in a statement on Tuesday, "Aim is not to sleep on streets. But this crisis will begin show itself," he said. Adams said that more than 140,000 immigrants have come to the city since last year and thousands of people are still coming every week and the figures have increased. Adams says D.C. left us while cutting budgets according to the NYC immigrant crisis believe. We want to sleep on the streets, who said immigrants and asylum seekers. The actions of Assembly have right to sleep on streets. In terms of how city will cope with the crisis, Adams said, every day we have a maneuvering level to deal with flow of immigrants and asylum seekers, said. There's nothing from the table. He added. He continued, we thought we were moving towards the south in the numbers. We thought that we would deal with 4 million 2000 and 2000. We told that we're only up to 3,000. We told that went up to 4,000 weeks. New York Democrats say the serious problem of immigrants with an overwhelming majority survey the explanations are last sign of mayor's constantly worsening crisis office for city, which is repeatedly boasting with a guest attitude towards immigrants, including what is in country. The city has repeatedly blamed the federal government for inactivity and demanded that it provides more financing and decompression strategy. Between the Democratic mayor and Biden administration, he pointed action to accelerate his work permits with hundreds of millions of dollars help cities like New York. Separately, the White House demanded an emergency financing of $14 billion for border operations with a grant of $1.4 billion to help local governments and nonprofit organizations. Adams made it clear who accused of the crisis. The New York City reduces billions of budgets spent on the migrant crisis to reduce police figures. According Politico, Adams said, D.C. has left us and they need to pay their costs this national problem. Adams said, last week, Adams spent $1.45 billion the migrant crisis the city 2023 financially and announced deductions all government agencies that are expected to spend about $11 billion 2024 and 2025. The office said that New York Police Department would freeze recruitment to bring figures of over 33,000 by the end of 2025 fiscal year. Budget cuts drew fury from the city's teachers and police unions. But Adams said many times that their anger should be directed to another place. According to Politico, Adams said, I always say, don't shout me. Shouting at D.C. Shouting D.C. Adams said, we deserve better.